culture and our daily lives. Because after decades of trying, companies have learned to train it very quickly on huge amounts of our data. And now it can do battle with customer service agents. $100. We went from a $20 discount to a $100 discount in seconds.
Even as the creator of the technology, sometimes I'm surprised.
Create digital remixes of human creativity.
The godlike power to commission any artist in history.
Yeah. That's the fun part.
And even catch a glimpse of our thoughts.
Wow, so as long as I have seen it and you know the patterns of my brain, then the AI will read that out of my brain.
Yes, exactly.
AI advocates like former Google CEO Eric Schmidt says it all has tremendous potential.
Getting better materials.
Okay. So we're doing an AI review on this segment. It's called Life and Death Decisions Are Made by Artificial Intelligence. This is what? By NBC News. There's just so many things wrong. I'm saying that as in there's a misconception on what AI is and what it's doing. I can nitpick this to death. We're going to go through this whole interview. It's only 10 minutes. But for example, a gentleman in a video said, AI can read my thoughts by analyzing the patterns. Well, I don't think it can do that, to my knowledge. I think that it's measuring. So when you have a particular thought, it identifies that particular wavelength with what you're thinking because it shows up in whatever model that the AI is capable of taking that thought and putting it into whatever format so happens to match it. So I can think banana. Imagine like a star wavelength. There's a fuzzy star. Every time I think banana, it's going to paint a picture of a fuzzy star. There can be wavelengths that equal that exact size, but I may be thinking apple. It's not accurate. You realize AI is designed by humans. AI is modeled after the thinking, the neurolinguistic programming of humans, mimicking that faster. It's a machine. It doesn't have any emotion, doesn't have any feelings. It's not conscious. It can't integrate character and environment and create its own individual being. It's just imitating us without error. So it's just humans collecting more data on humans in a sophisticated data collecting way. Instead of having a person take a survey on 1 million people, it's having AI analyze the demographics of 1 million people and giving you a quantiqual outcome of what these people like, what they do, what they're interested in, what they may be interested in. It's just people and people. It's just, there's a face behind the machine. Let's go. They're the voice of Oz. It's not that intimidating.
Solving climate change, managing our energy systems better. There's a lot of reason to think that this technology can do all of that.
And already it does miraculous things. At Cincinnati Children's Hospital, Dr. John Pestian and Dr. Tracy Glauser are training their own AI to head off suicide in children.
How was that dude in the
give a
trance?
pediatrician
He was like
an
looking like
at-a-glance sense of which kids need immediate intervention.
An output will say this is a patient at high risk, this is a patient at low risk, or we just don't have enough data right now.
Roughly 30 to 40% of mental illness, adult mental illness, started as a child. And so you want to be able to pick that up early.
They spent millions on building and training.
Says who? Roughly 30 to 40% of mental illness started as a child. Where is this information coming from, and how many studies on how many kids have been done to say this? Is this a real thing? I want to know. I don't know. That just seems like a blanket statement to me for whatever they're doing this program for. I don't think they have the genuine interest to stop kids from committing suicide. Suicide for children, kids under 18 is at an all-time high. I'm going by the statistics that the government give me. So whatever he's doing, it's not working. Let's see what else is not working.
By pouring electronic medical records.
Well, it's working because it's doing its job of not working. So let's see what else it's being efficient and failing at.
Doctors' visits, even suicide notes through it.
What had most value in prediction and classification is the ratio of nouns to pronouns, because those that aren't suicidal are those that will use the word I more often than those who are suicidal and they don't refer to themselves.
So if in the language of the suicide note they refer to things other than themselves more often, they're more likely to commit suicide.
Exactly.
Now,
That's bullshit. You know what these scientists and these therapists and these psychologists, you know what they do a lot of times? Even tarot readers. That's neither here nor there, but it's just a thing that I've noticed. Anybody that's in a field of analyzing people, they always diagnose based on how they view themselves. This dude looks suicidal. The psychologist who designed this AI system saying that, oh, the more pronouns and nouns you use can determine if you're suicidal. If you use the word I. Motherfucker, who doesn't use the word I? Every person on the goddamn planet. You're making an AI system to identify suicidal kids by who uses the word I more than others? I see why this is a bad idea. Let's continue.
that project is pretty amazing. A custom-made, expert-built, potentially life-saving artificial intelligence. But that is the exception. It's not the norm. The AI that you are most likely to encounter in your life...
Definitely not life-saving. More like life-confusing.
...is built by a handful of for-profit companies using data you never realized they were collecting. And increasingly, it makes decisions about things that are really important to you, whether you know it or not.
Life and death decisions are being made by automated decision-making systems, and they're determining people's access to government support for housing, food, medical care.
Computer died. We're going to do a part 2. Computer died. Enough, and we haven't even gotten to the meat of this topic yet. AI making life and death decisions for people. How do you have something, not people, something, a system acting on an algorithm set by another person, more people, to predict how people are going to act, how people are going to choose when to kill themselves based on what? You need a machine? You need to program a machine to figure out people that are going to kill themselves to prevent that. You can't just like we are lazy. We're becoming lazy. AI is not a new concept. Artificial intelligence was created to replace the repetitive, basic tasks in place of humans. Essentially, AI is anything, absolutely anything, that substitutes a human's work. So, artists, and you sample a beat, instead of playing the guitar for 10 minutes, you loop it. You take a little sample of the guitar and you loop it. That's AI. You're not a human playing that now. It's in the computer. When you go on Instagram, when it refers you friends, maybe you'll want to follow these people. That's AI. It's assuming based on who you associate with, you're going to associate also with these people. And you may like these people because of other people here. That's not random. When you get a new phone and it says, oh, what's your name? What's your address? What's your age? What's your ethnicity? AI. That information is being collected. And now things are being advertised, sent your way. You're getting offers based on the information that you fed into that phone. You are now categorized as a certain type of person that likes certain type of things based on the information you gave it. So that's an artificial intelligence giving you what they think you would like on a platter. Advertisers and the creators of products to get you to buy stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. I can't name all the types of AI, but you can categorize it as anything that's doing something that a human could do. Artificial intelligence. So a wild guess on these inaccurate assumptions. If AI is autonomous, meaning that 36 years of information, I've been sitting here for 36 years, 36 years of knowledge with my 36 years here on Earth. Feel good about that. AI exists for 5 minutes. Take that 36 years of knowledge and learn it in 36 seconds. And then do things without error, because it doesn't need to use a bathroom, it doesn't need a break, there's no learning curve. Generally, well, now you can have AI correct itself and build itself into something else. But generally speaking, there's so many types of AI. I almost got off topic. Anyways, we're going to cut this short because the computer died. I think that we need whoever's watching this, we got to think about this. AI is making life and death decisions. The big conversation is, well, who's going to put the ethics in AI? How is AI going to operate? You have to make sure it's non-biased. Well, if people are designing a system, the AI is going to be a product of that creator's beliefs. Somebody that gets arrested because of facial recognition software says that guy's a criminal, and you're in jail for 10 years and you find out later that he's not a criminal, who do you blame? Go talk to that software developer, go talk to that. And you know what? Here's the thing. Who said that people that are developing AI systems are the best people to say what kind of ethics should be implemented in the AI? Because just because you know how to design a system doesn't mean you know how to implement ethics into that system for the general masses. In the slightest misjudgments, the slightest miscalculations, a little bit of bias in that system could cause a world of damage, because remember, AI is not smarter, but it's faster. So if it makes mistakes, it's going to make a lot. So if AI is making life and death decisions and it's accidentally killing people, it's going to be killing people rapidly. And those decisions are not going to be seen quick enough to stop it before very noticeable damage is done, because we have to catch up with the progress of it. How advanced AI actually is. I don't think AI can be conscious ever, but I do think that AI can be self-aware. And I think conscious and self-aware is different. Now, just came to me. Because being conscious is your integration of your character, who you are, you, with the environment around you. It's cultivating you into a hopefully sound, sane individual. I think self-aware is like, I don't have to have a character to be responsive. I just react. When a doctor hits your knee and your leg kicks, you're just reacting. And most people do that. And they go through life not thinking, but remembering. And they wonder why they're getting the same results. And the future is never changing, because they're trapped in the past, reliving it and duplicating that, and can't see past the point of the past. So the future remains the same in the present moment. Wake up. Think differently. Artificial intelligence. Remember, the first word to artificial is art. Creating things with currently existing elements and putting together hopefully a new invention that does something useful. Artificial, the method that comes with the process of getting something done, successfully accomplished. Anytime that you put that process into effect, becomes a technology. These people would die first, and the critical thinkers will live longer. And maybe we can just get along. I know it's kind of dark, but hey, count up.